Today, I'm going to be talking about a term that's been gaining traction lately, Nepo home buying. You've probably heard of the Nepo babies, celebrities who got their big breaks thanks to family connections. But what if I told you the same idea applies to buying a home? That's right, wealth, or more specifically, inherited wealth, is playing a major role in who gets to buy property in today's real estate market. And in states like Connecticut, the ripple effects are real and growing. So what exactly is Nepo home buying? The term comes from the broader concept of nepotism, where people gain advantages because of family ties, not necessarily because they earned or saved their way there. In the context of real estate, Nepo home buyers are those who can buy homes, specifically expensive ones, thanks to financial help from their families. That help could be a cash gift for a down payment, inheritance that allows them to buy the house outright, parents co-signing or just purchasing the property for them, or even intergenerational wealth transfers like trust funds or family land. In many cases, these buyers skip years or decades of saving and jump straight into home ownership, often with minimal or no debt. On its face, this might not seem like a problem. Parents have helped their kids with home buying for decades. But the difference now is in the scale and exclusivity of it, and how it's becoming a systemic advantage, especially in markets with rising prices and limited inventory. So how is Nepo home buying actually impacting the housing market? Let's talk through three major effects. Number one, pricing power. Nepo home buyers often come to the table with cash or large down payments, which makes them much more attractive to sellers. They can waive financing contingencies, close faster, and offer above asking price with fewer strings attached. This puts traditional home buyers, those relying on mortgages, FHA loans, or first-time buyer programs, at a severe disadvantage. It's not uncommon for these buyers to become outbid again and again. Not because their offers aren't fair, but because they don't come with all that family money backing them. Number two, shrinking access to first-time buyers. According to Redfin and Zillow, nearly 40% of first-time buyers in 2023 used gifted money from family or inheritance for their down payment. That number is rising, and it's higher in wealthier states like Connecticut. For those without financial support, saving up a 20% down payment is nearly impossible. Rents are high, student debt is common, and wages haven't kept pace with home prices. In short, if your parents own a home, you're more likely to own one. If they don't, you're stuck renting longer, often indefinitely. And number three, wealth concentration and inequality. Nepo home buying helps wealth stay within the same families, neighborhoods, and racial lines. So while Nepo home buyers might just be trying to get ahead, the overall system begins to tilt in favor of the already wealthy, crowding out aspiring middle-class buyers. Now let's talk about why Connecticut is a prime example of where Nepo home buying is changing the landscape, both literally and economically. Connecticut is a state of contrasts. It has some of the wealthiest towns in the U.S., like Greenwich, New Canaan, and Westport, but also some of the most economically challenged cities, like Bridgeport, Hartford, and New Haven. This creates a bimodal housing market, one where Nepo home buying thrives at the top while affordability plummets elsewhere. Since the pandemic, Connecticut's suburbs have seen an influx of buyers, many from New York City, looking for more space and remote work options. With them came wealth and cash, often family-backed. In many cases, the winning buyers were young adults in their 20s and 30s, backed by parental help, sometimes even buying investment properties or second homes. Also, intergenerational transfers are on the rise in Connecticut. Here in our home state, we have an aging population, especially in wealthier towns. As older homeowners pass away or downsize, we're seeing multi-million-dollar properties pass directly to adult children. This means these homes never hit the open market. They bypass first-time buyers altogether and property tax advantages stay within families. It's another way that wealth and home access stay locked in certain circles. Meanwhile, in cities like Bridgeport, Hartford, and Waterbury, home ownership rates remain low. Many residents are renters with high housing cost burdens, limited credit access, and no family support to lean on. And as more Nepo buyers and investors scoop up multifamily buildings, rents rise, displacing longtime residents and pushing them further from job centers. In short, Connecticut's housing market is a tale of two states. One where families pass down real estate like heirlooms, and another where families are trapped in cycles of renting and instability. Now, Nepo home buying isn't inherently bad. Most parents just want to help their kids succeed. But when it becomes a prerequisite for home ownership, then we have a problem. So what can we do to help rebalance the market? Number one, down payment assistance. Let's expand state-level grants and programs for first-generation home buyers, not just for first-time home buyers. Programs like CHFA, which are the Connecticut Housing Finance Authority, could play a bigger role here. CHFA is best known for its first-time home buyer loan programs. Some of the benefits of this are a low-interest mortgage loan, which allows for lower-than-market rates to make monthly payments more affordable. They give down payment assistance as well. They give loans up to $20,000 for a down payment and closing costs. And CHFA has programs for specific groups like military veterans, residents of targeted cities, people buying in areas needing revitalization. So they're really trying to help the areas and the people that need it most. And they have home buyer education. This is required for all borrowers to promote long-term financial stability. Another way we could do this is by increased starter home supply. Loosening zoning restrictions to build duplexes and townhomes would really alleviate some of this pressure we're feeling. We need to encourage development of affordable housing for the middle class, not just low income or luxury. Another way would be through tax reform. Maybe consider inheritance tax adjustments on large property transfers, or possibly tax incentives for selling inherited homes to first-time buyers. So there's a lot going on here, but basically that's Nepo home buying in a nutshell. So this isn't just a trendy, clever term. It's actually a reflection of how wealth shapes opportunity in our modern housing market. And in a state like Connecticut, where privilege and struggle often live side by side, the conversation around housing equity is more urgent than ever. If you liked my video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time, have a great day.